Champion, a very, very dear friend, Peter Crichton, and he just said, literally, he said, Miguel died. That's what friendship is a lot to me.
Yeah.
A lot. Friendship is a lot. That's why it kills me when I see friends, through business things or whatever the fucking reason would be. I would never let anything come in between a proper friendship. Anything. I mean, unless sorry, just in case anyone's one day might be, talk to them. No, just, except that we drew a line, but still I'd ask why. No, look, there is a place that's strange. It's not a room per se. It's a moment in my mind, and it's mainly a song, so it's not a moment per se.
Interesting, right.
Where immediately takes me to Miguel, one of my best friends who had passed away in 2005.
What happened there, if you may?
Overdose. So it's a place where he remained so close to me at heart because we were so close. And I knew, up until his last days, whatever, that with me he was the most comfortable. But I know it factually. It's not like I say it because it's comfort to me. So there's no guilt of often he said, I would have tried. I was there. I was always there for him in his darker. It's just, we're talking about 20 plus years after, and just talking about it still gets you. So that would be a spot where it doesn't cure.
What's the song, if I may ask?
It's of Wild Horses of Rolling Stones.
And why?
Because we used to listen to it on the jukebox while smoking.
What was the experience like? I want to go a bit more deeper into it because I see that there's a good connection between.
There's a very good connection. The experience of, I can't say helpless either because you gave your help. So he was a beautiful person, just a beautiful man. But he was troubled in his own, for whatever reason. I won't go into detail because it's a personal thing. So, in the sense from there, and he was also a martyr character, so that never helps. And I believe anyone that seeks drugs due to a martyr approach, feel emotion, is where trouble comes in. So I'm no angel, but it was always from fun. I know others who have fun, and that word fun is pivotal in the balance of life. Fun. When it becomes an escape and, to drown certain things, and then you start digging out. So, what it means, as I said, I can't say helpless because I did my part, and it was a place where it was a good bond. Mostly it hits home because one, his mother adores me, so that his brother, I think mostly because he used to feel so comfortable with me. And like told, like if you met ikun mux f'siħtu biex tifhimni.
What happened on the day you realized?
On the day, it was bearing in mind when you play with fire and someone is playing with fire, you know somehow that at some point you might get burnt. You don't want it to happen, obviously, and you hope there's a fire extinguisher beside the person when it happens. But I was driving, I remember exactly where the petrol station of Kappara coming down. Champion, a very, very dear friend, Peter Crichton. And it was so, we were all close to him, and a good clicker. And he just said, Miguel died. That's all he said. And I just I remember I put it to the side, threw the phone on the side, took a few breaths like this, and then it takes long to, and bearing in mind, you're still you're a kid at 24, 25, you shouldn't be experiencing these things. It's like when a parent, loses such, these are things that they shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? It's like, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be part of the walk of life. It should be 80 years old and I died out of natural causes. No, you know what I mean? Or, hey, ħatajli illness, but illness, memx tamel, but things that, so, then I drove west, my office. Our office was still back then. I was with the family business in Gżira, Ignazio Street. And I just walked in. I remember those my two brothers, who we were close with, and they knew him so well. And I remember I just walked in and I just burst out and I said, Miguel died, and they couldn't believe. That's pretty much it. Then I remember a few other things, like the mother calling me up. That was, yeah.
Tough moments that shape your life and make you
It
think
shaped. I
differently.
can tell you something really, really, really sweet though, and I'll try my best to stay composed. I'm okay not to, because I have a very, very, very strong bond with my kids. I'm not going to try and say, it's better than. What I feel is incomparable to any other parent who has a bond. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe my wife can. I don't know. But it's a certain bond that I've built in terms of friendship, trust, understanding, listening, talking, joking, talk it out, and these kind of things. Anyway, Kate, my eldest, knows Miguel. You know what I mean? Like, he's been dead since 2005. Kate was born 2012. But she knows him because I speak about him so much in such depth and detail of certain moments that, like, she knows him. I mean, there's a photo, so she has a fake pay face to it. And I think the fact that, for example, knowing that every April 29th, she knows this is the anniversary, and then I put up something on Facebook, which is a standard thing I do. And I'll be home, and she'll notice. She'll notice straight away. You think of Miguel? You think of me? So that's very nice, because she knows someone that's been passed for 20 plus years. Never met, but feels him through me. And I believe that's when I believe, because I'm a very strong believer in energy and that spirit that you can carry. And not through Hafna post people. All right, I told you I post once a year because it's relevant to keep his presence alive in that way. And so I feel I owe to his mother. But when it's with her, even like Jean knew him for 2 years, she liked him a lot. He was just such a cool kid. Yeah, that's nice, Kate. Tell me more about Miguel. Tell me more stories about Miguel. Like that, Tajri. And that, it's hard to get through without breaking down in front of her. But she sees it. She sees the friendship that there was. And he was a good guy. Yeah. I tried.